Hello, my name is Andreas Zedrosser. I'm a professor in wildlife ecology at the University of Southeastern Norway, as well as the University of Natural Sciences in Austria. Early 1990s, so that's when I started working with bears for the first time and haven't stopped since. Male brown bear, if I may say it a bit, sarcastically, has a real problem. Female brown bears only mate when they are not accompanied by their offspring. And a female brown bear gives birth in the den, and then the offspring stay with her for 1 or sometimes 2, or in some populations, even 3 or 4 years. And if you think about from a male perspective now, having to wait for reproduction for 4 years, that is a very long time. And, males are impatient. So male bears found this trick. They figured out that if they kill dependent offspring during the mating season, then females, of course, it's in their interest to reproduce again as fast as possible as well. So that means if they kill the offspring during the mating season, female brown bears will become into estrus, will get into estrus again very quickly within 48 hours and will mate. It's called sexually selected infanticide. This is a strategy that is actually not just common in bears. It has been first documented in monkeys. It's very common among primates. It's common among cats. It's common among rodents, bears. So it is a very common behavior, and there's even evidence for this in humans. Infanticide or sexually selected infanticide is no advantage for female bears. Your offspring are killed, you lose time. Height is a very good strategy. During the mating season in spring, a female brown bear with cubs of the year, so offspring that are born in this year, she will move very little. So she will kind of try to hide. She will also commonly stay in habitat that is very dense, or sometimes she may even stay relatively close to humans, because they know that females know that males during the mating season in general will try to avoid proximity to humans. So they try to stay away from humans. The second strategy you might use, or a female brown bear might use, she will fight. And it's very impressive when a female brown bear tries to protect her cubs. It's scary. The third strategy that female brown bears use is a really cool and tricky one. It's called paternity confusion. So basically, what a female brown bear does during the mating season, she knows that a male brown bear will not kill his own offspring. So what a female brown bear does, how can I try to avoid this male killing me? Okay, I'll mate with him. Then she walks and meets the next male bear, and she mates with that one. So basically, and meets the next one and mates with that one. So she mates with as many males as possible in her vicinity, in her area, so that in a way all male believes, well, those could be my cubs. It's an adaptive behavior from an evolutionary point of view, not maladaptive. And for males, this can be a very, very successful strategy to increase their number of offspring. And yes, for females, it is maybe not very, it's not advantageous to lose the offspring, but at the same time, you can argue that maybe she will give birth to offspring that show the same behavior. That again will increase in the long run her reproductive success because she has very successful sons. Females can commit infanticide. So it has been shown that females kill the offspring of other females. Can be many reasons for that. A female can kill the offspring of another female's offspring. It could be to avoid competition for her own offspring. It could be in order to get access to food, although it's hard work because the mother will fight back. I don't think it's your biggest problem. It is natural behavior. We see from Scandinavia that it can affect population growth up between around 10 to 15% reduction in population growth can occur. But this is in our population in Scandinavia that is heavily hunted. So you don't lose as many individuals as we do. What we see is infanticide really increases when large adult males are shot or killed during the hunting season. A new male that is not related to the cubs around, right? And so he can't be the father of all the cubs around. So what he will do is in the next mating season, he knows those cannot be my cubs. So he will try to increase his reproductive success by killing cubs. So we see that a year and 2 years after one large adult male has been killed, we see a spike in infanticide until the hierarchy has settled, until this new male bear has settled into the area, and then infanticide decreases again. Southeastern Alaska, and was able to walk around in an area where bears are not afraid of people. There's no hunting, it's a national park. And so you could get really close to bears within a few meters. One female that was in estrus, she was ready to mate. And there was this one big male bear that really, really, really wanted to mate with her. But for some reason or the other, she didn't want to. This female knew exactly that we were humans, and she used our presence and she maneuvered in a way so that we were always between her and the male. So she could get away from the male. So when we started walking, she kind of walked behind us. When the male walked up behind us, she walked in front of us. So they were all the time walking around us. It was a conscious decision and strategy by this female. And she completely understood what we were. She completely understood our presence, and she completely was able to relate people and what people in her system means. And she used us as a strategy to avoid the male. That male was not happy with us. So he tried to at least, physically impress us and impose of us and basically tried to get us out of the area. So being used and tricked by an animal, that was an incredible observation, and just that shows the individuality of bears, but it also shows their brain capacity and it's just incredible behavior.